Hi everybody, this is Mike Gerdes from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living with Wonder Dog Yoga, bringing you a love note. Hey, today I want to talk to you about forgiveness. Now, I know that's a subject that we're supposed to forgive those that offend us, but for some of us, that's kind of hard to do sometimes, especially if we felt we've really been hurt. And we carry that hurt with us. But what I've been finding out is that unless I embrace an attitude of forgiveness and actually move towards forgiving or seeing newly the situation, it's very much like just digging into a wound. And the wound doesn't get any better, it just hurts and continues to hurt and continues to hurt. Now, I have found myself saying, oh, I have forgiven, I've forgiven. But you know what? I really haven't forgiven. I may have forgiven intellectually. I may have gone through the exercises. But I've noticed that unless I really check it with my heart, am I really okay with that? Because sometimes I'll lie to myself. Maybe you'll lie to yourself. You think things are just fine. But you know, inside yourself, you could do yourself a reality check. That's reality with a small r. And you can know things just aren't fine. So check in with your heart. Check in with your inner self, your real self. And ask, is there somebody in my life that I need to forgive that I haven't forgiven yet? Now, some of these people may have long since jumped off the planet, and that's okay. You can still work on forgiving them. There's exercises for forgiving people, whether they're on this planet or not on this planet. But I think the biggest thing is to recognize the need for forgiveness and to be willing to actually go through the steps of forgiving somebody. And I think the biggest step is to recognize you're still feeling the pain. You're still feeling the pain about whatever that experience was. And maybe what you could do is write a letter. Just tell people how you felt. And tell people that you've chosen to move on from that and you wish them well. See, I don't really think we've forgiven somebody until we can actually sincerely wish them well. I mean, actually bless them with what they're doing and hope and desire the best for them. If you can desire the best for somebody that's in the past you perceive has caused you harm, then I'd say you forgot. You have forgiven them. But until you do that, no. Forgiveness has got to be either fully forgiveness or not. It's not forgiven. So, do you have somebody in your life that you need to forgive? Is this somebody that's current in your life? Are there relatives that you haven't talked to in a while? Maybe years? Are there people that used to be friends that aren't anymore? Now, you could say, well, I've written them off. I don't need to worry about them. But I got to tell you, you haven't really written them off if you're still carrying them in your consciousness. If they're still popping up from time to time and you're still thinking about them from time to time. If you're still thinking about somebody that you had a resentment towards, that you felt had hurt you, and you may have said you forgiven them, but if they still keep coming up all the time, you haven't gotten yourself clear of that. Now, it may turn out that once you've got through the forgiveness exercise and you've said what you need to say, you wished them well, you can just release them to their higher good and let them go and do whatever they want to do. Be whatever they want to be, think whatever they want to think, and act in whatever way they want to act. And we could choose not to allow them to push our buttons anymore. We could choose to have authority over our feelings, over our reactions, and over our responses to what they do, they say, or don't say, or don't do. one of the things that I found is that when I reach out to somebody, I cannot have expectations as to how they're going to respond. If I set any expectations on what they're going to do or how they're going to respond, I'm making a huge mistake. I mean, big, huge mistake. Because we do not control other people. They may respond favorably, they may respond in a way that's less than favorable, but it doesn't matter. Because we're not doing this work for them, we're doing this work for ourselves, to clear the pathway so the Spirit could better express through us. Yeah. You see, life's got wonderful things to express through us. But if we've got, Dr. Maxine calls it kinks in your hose, kinks from allowing that Spirit to flow through you. And a kink could be resentment held against someone. A kink could well be forgiveness work you haven't done. Maybe it's time to let that kink loose and take care of it. And let the free flow of Spirit express in your life again. That's all for me today. I hope you've had a beautiful 4th of July. It was wonderful here. And yoga, enjoyed it very much. Of course, the fact that she's kind of hard of hearing makes that a little easier than it used to be. But we had a great time. I hope you had a great time too. Remember, we're meeting Sundays now at 10:30. Be there early at 16 Industrial Boulevard, plus continuing to have the live stream. Now, tomorrow you have an opportunity to hear Reverend Dr. Maxine and do the love note. You make sure you want to tune in for that. But in the meantime, just respond back with a question. Are there people in your life you should be forgiving? You don't have to list who they are. But get honest with yourself. Get honest with us. Bye-bye. Love you.